You think your dog ignores you because they're stubborn, but that's not the real reason. When your dog doesn't come, sit, or look at you, the instinctive story playing inside their head is not defiance, it's information. They're reading the room, measuring risk, and choosing what matters most in that moment. You've been judging behavior by human rules. Dogs don't have human motives. They have survival priorities, reward maps, and emotional shortcuts. Most owners only see the surface. They won't listen. Underneath is a cascade of tiny signals: your tone, your body, the environment, the last time they were rewarded, and a buried memory or fear they've connected to that command. That's why the same command works sometimes and vanishes at other times. That inconsistency is the signal, and it tells you where trust is thin.
Here's the simple psychology. Attention equals value. Dogs allocate attention to what reliably improves their safety or payoff. If you shout, "come," and nothing good follows, or if coming once led to being scolded, that command loses value. If the world around them is suddenly more interesting or threatening, squirrels, other dogs, new smells, those things outcompete your instruction because they promise immediate payoff. That's not disobedience. That's a rational choice. There are 3 hidden traps most owners fall into. First, context collapse. Commands learned in quiet rooms don't transfer to chaotic parks. Second, reward erosion. Treats, praise, and safety must consistently follow the behavior to maintain its value. Third, emotional state override. Anxiety, fear, and high arousal short-circuit decision-making. A dog in adrenaline is not processing your words. They're processing threat.
Let me unpack the brain mechanics. Dogs learn via associative networks. Each command links to outcomes through repetition. The brain encodes prediction. If I sit, then X happens. When X is positive and immediate, treat, affection, release from pressure, the link strengthens. When X is delayed, inconsistent, or negative, the link weakens. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline narrow attention to the most salient cues: flee, freeze, fight, or a compelling reward. So when your dog is zooming or frozen at a threshold, cortical processing that supports voluntary obedience is reduced.
Now imagine this. You call your dog to come. Yesterday, you pulled them away from play and reprimanded them. Today, they hesitated. In their memory, come sometimes meant loss of fun. Your voice now triggers uncertainty. Their pause is not rudeness, it's a safety check. Reframe that pause as a plea for predictable outcome. There's another layer: communication mismatches. Dogs read body language more than words. A crouch, a pointed finger, or direct eye contact can be perceived as threatening or demanding. Your posture can tell them, "I am boss," or "I am predator." If your body says one thing and your voice another, your dog will follow the clearer, often nonverbal signal. That's why soft, calm tone plus neutral posture often wins where loud commands fail. But here's the thing most owners miss. Trust is built in micro moments, not when you force obedience, but when you create reliable, immediate, and positive outcomes. Small habits change everything. Come when called and give freedom, not punishment. Reward the first step toward you, not just the final sit. Make your cues predict good things more often than not. Value flips attention. Now, if your dog suddenly starts ignoring commands more than before, that's a red flag. It could be pain, discomfort, hearing loss, cognitive change, or a new trigger in the environment. What looks like stubbornness can be a physical or emotional problem. Don't skip the basic health check. A quick vet visit rules out pain or sensory decline that would make your dog less responsive. Here's a step-by-step reset you can do starting today that reprograms value and rebuilds trust. In minutes every day, no long sessions required. First, downgrade the drama. Stop yelling. Use a calm, excited tone instead. When you call them, make the outcome obviously good. Treats, play, or release to a favorite activity. Reward the approach, even a single step toward you, immediately. Celebrate briefly, then release. This sequence teaches that coming equals pleasure and freedom.
Second, build easy wins. Start in a low distraction spot and ask for behaviors your dog already offers naturally. Reward spontaneously. Gradually move to slightly harder contexts. Each successful transfer strengthens the command's value. Third, use life rewards. If your dog loves sniffing, call them, reward, then let them sniff again. If they love door time, call, reward, open the door for them. Tie obedience to what they actually want in life. Fourth, manage triggers. If certain things break their focus, like other dogs or deliveries, remove them while rebuilding the command. Practice behind barriers or at a distance where they can succeed. Success builds confidence much faster than forced compliance. Fifth, lighten pressure. If you physically pull them or punish after they come, you unknowingly teach them to avoid coming. Make recalls a neutral to positive event always. If you need to leash them for safety after recall, start by rewarding first, then attach the leash calmly. Every few seconds in training, open the next curiosity gap to keep momentum. For instance, there's a tiny timing trick that multiplies recall reliability, and most owners miss it. That trick is immediacy. Dogs learn best when reward follows within 1 second. Delay, and you lose the link. Use tiny, high-value rewards delivered instantly the moment they turn toward you. Another gap. Why voice tone matters more than words. A softer, higher-pitched tone signals play and safety. Harsh tones trigger fear or shut down. Experiment. Whisper a cheerful call versus a stern shout and watch which draws them. Midway, if this is changing how you see your dog, hit like and subscribe because these quick shifts save relationships. There's also the social hierarchy myth. You don't need to dominate to get obedience. Dominance teaching often increases stress and breaks trust. Trust-based influence, predictable rewards, clear cues, and emotional safety produces faster, more joyful results. When emotions get high, split-second choices matter. A dog who freezes near strangers may be overwhelmed, not disobedient. Approach with patience, reward brave micro-behaviors, and step back when they need space. Over time, bravery becomes the default. Here's a deeper insight few owners grasp. Consistency beats intensity. Occasional intense training sessions followed by weeks of nothing erode the behavior. Daily short repetitions, 30 seconds, 2 or 3 times, create a steady expectation. When they ask, good things follow. That expectation is the backbone of reliable obedience. Another little-known lever is marker consistency. Use the same brief marker, a clicker or a single word yes, the instant they do the right thing. Then reward. That marker becomes a lightning bolt. Action, marker, reward. It compresses the learning window so their brain links action to outcome cleanly. If your dog still refuses after all this, look at health and environment. Dogs with arthritis, ear infections, cognitive decline, or anxiety will show reduced responsiveness. A vet check, then a tailored behavior plan, often resolves what looks like stubbornness. Finally, the emotional peak. Imagine your dog choosing to look at you in a moment of chaos. That glance is their vote of trust. You can't force it, but you can earn it. The way you respond to every small approach, with warmth, reward, and predictability, turns those glances into a habit. Over months, your dog will move from tactical calculations to a steady preference. You are worth listening to. So here's the final insight. Your dog ignoring commands is not a moral failing. It's a language. It's data about trust, value, and emotion. Decode it by making the command consistently valuable, reducing stress, checking health, and rewarding choice. Do that, and obedience stops being a battle and becomes a shared rhythm. Your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating. Learn the grammar, respect the signals,
Answer with predictability and kindness, and they'll choose you every time.